观众大家好，我是主持人王建平，非常欢迎您继续收看我们赌城天天报为您提供的人物专访。而今天的人物专访可了不得了，可是我们现在最新出炉的拉斯维加斯最新任的市长Shelley Berkeley。Hi Shelley.
How are you?
Yeah, say hello to our audience.
Hi everybody, it's a pleasure to be with you again, and it's a special pleasure to be with you again. It's nice to see you.
Yes, okay, but now it's totally different mood now, okay?
Yes.
That's before, now it's after.
Yes.
Okay, as a new mayor of Las Vegas, do you have anything you want to say to your citizens?
Yes, absolutely. I am so grateful for everybody's support, and I promise that I will work my hardest, as I have always done in every office I've held, to keep the interests of the people of Las Vegas first and foremost in my mind and in my heart, and I'm looking forward to being the representative of everybody in Las Vegas. That's a very important thing to know about yourself and know what your role is as mayor of the city.
Yeah, okay, you work for politics for a long time. Okay?
Yes.
What you gonna do for our city?
Well, the first thing that I have to do is settle the Badlands controversy. As you know, without going into great detail, their developer has sued the city of Las Vegas, and the courts have ruled in the developer's favor. So now the city is negotiating with the developer to come up with the number that he will accept and is acceptable to the city. My job is to protect the city and the taxpayers of Las Vegas, but still satisfy the judgment as the courts have determined. That's number one. And the reason it's so important is because we can't plan our budgets until the city knows how much money it has to spend, how much money it has to keep in order to fund Metro and the fire department and all of the other services that the people of Las Vegas expect from their city government. That's number one. Number two, we need to deal with the homeless situation. First of all, no human being should be living on the streets. That is not a place for humans to live. But in addition to that, small businesses cannot survive if their customers can't get in the door to purchase whatever they're selling. Yes. So we have to be mindful that so many small businesses, their life savings are tied up in that business, and they need to be successful. The larger businesses, like the hotels in Las Vegas, also have a challenge with the homeless. So that's something we need to work on. Affordable housing, which I think you and I discussed before I was elected. There are families in Las Vegas that simply cannot afford the high rents and cannot afford a mortgage payment. We need to do everything we can to build more affordable housing. I'm not talking about Section 8, people that no one wants in their neighborhood, because there's a lot of, yes, you have to develop, but not in my neighborhood, but a good, solid, middle income housing for teachers and people that work on the strip and so many other people that need that, want to find a safe and clean place for their children to live that they can afford. And then, of course, economic growth and development. I want to use the bully pulpit of being mayor to make sure that this is a city that is welcoming for growth, welcoming for business opportunity, and inviting not only as a world-class tourist destination, but we who live here, it should be a world-class city to live in and raise your children.
Wow, it sounds heavy.
Look, not really. That's I've been doing this a long time in different offices, and I think I'm quite ready to take the reins of the city. And look, this is my hometown. I love this city. 4 generations of my family have called Las Vegas home. So I'm thinking in terms of what this city is going to look like when my grandchildren are in their 20s and 30s. I want them to stay in Las Vegas, and I want them to have their own families here in Las Vegas. So it's my job as mayor to make sure this is a city that they're going to want to stay in and that they will thrive.
Wow, every job looks so huge and so tough.
It is huge.
You.
It is huge.
And every item you mentioned, I suppose it's about the money. Yeah. How's the financial situation of our city?
Well, we have a solid economy.
Oh.
The only challenge we have now is settling the Badlands, so we know how we can plan for our future, and how many services do they have to be cut back? Can we continue to fund at the level that people expect? I mean, municipal government is the government closest to the people, and people expect that their city government will provide services that are necessary for quality of life. So we're in flux right now, but whatever it is, we're going to take care of and move forward.
Okay, especially you mentioned about government close to the people. I'm the people, I'm one of them, okay?
Yes, you are.
But okay, most people just complain to me, okay, the traffic. Okay, yeah, we block it more serious and more serious. Is there any idea you can think about it?
Well, when I served in the United States Congress, I was on the Transportation Committee. And we received a great deal of funding from the federal government to build out our streets and our freeways, the smart signs that are on the roads. I got the funding for that. So I understand transportation issues. Also, I grew up here, and I'm in the same traffic jam that you are and everybody else is. There's a lot of construction going on right now on our roads. We do need to prepare for our future. I believe that our population is going to continue to grow. Consequently, we better be prepared for the influx of people and giving different transportation options, making them available. And I plan to sit on the Regional Transportation Commission, and I'll have a better understanding once I get on the commission than I have now. But I think that's a very important part of the mayor's job.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, traffic is what we concern. How about the energy and the water? Enough for everybody?
Well, energy, yes, we're fine. We have, of course, Southwest Gas Corporation, NV Energy. Water is always a challenge. We're in the middle of the desert. We haven't had any appreciable rain, I think, for many, many months now. And so that always impacts our water supply. Not as much as people think, because most of our water supply comes from the Sierra Nevadas mountains when the snow melts and it fills all the reservoirs. You cannot grow unless you have water. Right now, I think the Southern Nevada Water Authority does a very good job in conservation measures. And right now, of course, with the winter, you only water once a week. And make sure that people are aware of what they can do in their homes to conserve water. But I believe that we have enough water to continue to grow, at least for the foreseeable future. If there's no water, there's no growth. And so that will take care of itself. But I think for now, I think we're okay.
Yeah, of course we know it's not just your mayor's responsibility. That's everybody in here. We have to be responsible for that.
And be aware, I mean, when I was growing up here, we never paid attention to conserving water. You know, the sprinklers were watering the sidewalks and everything. I remember my dad, when I was younger, he would go out and clean the sidewalks with the hose and just do that for hours if he wanted to. But we need to be a little bit more mindful that water is a finite resource that is essential for our growth and development.
Okay, one of our special field that we got abundance race here. Okay, how about you? How can you handle everything, especially for minority?
Oh, I think, well, I'm Jewish. And so the rise of anti-Semitism, not only throughout the world and here in the United States, is very painful to me. My grandparents came to America to escape the Holocaust. And so we know how important it is to have a pluralistic society. I will not tolerate, when I am mayor, discrimination, prejudice, racism, anti-Semitism aimed at any ethnic or religious group. And I think I told you the last time we met, my daughter-in-law is Laotian. I have a Jewish Asian grandbaby who just turned 3 years old. And they're pregnant again, so I'm going to have another Asian Jewish grandbaby. Thank you. And it's a girl. We just found out. We're very excited. But it's very important to me that all my grandchildren grow up in a community that values diversity, that appreciates everybody's differences, but as Americans, we all come together. And I think that is very important, and that's exactly my expectation for everybody in the city of Las Vegas. Tolerance is very important, and I will not tolerate discrimination of any kind aimed at any group.
Okay. In other circumstances, okay, in here we look very bright future. Okay, like we have a we have a football. Okay, we have a baseball. Okay, now we are going to have a baseball.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have any imagine for that?
Well, look, how remarkable that we're the gaming capital of the world.
Yes.
We are the entertainment capital of the world, and now we're rapidly becoming the sports capital of the world. I believe the A's will come. That's going to be a new stadium, more jobs, more tourists, and so I'm excited about that. And I also believe that within the next 5 years, we will have a basketball team as well. And that will bring in a lot of tourists and more jobs. And so I'm looking forward to that as well. And I've even been approached during my campaign from the expansion soccer team that would like to be located here in Las Vegas. I can't imagine if you're a sports team where else you would want to be but Las Vegas. And you can see with the Golden Knights how positive that has been for the community. And they're very good community citizens. Same thing with the Raiders. On game day, tens of thousands of people come to Las Vegas to watch the game from wherever they're coming from, whatever city they're coming from, and they'll stay for 2 or 3 days. So they're helping our economy as well. And that's the value of having professional sports in your community.
See, that's very good. You are a new mayor, but you
Not yet.
everything.
December 4th, I get sworn in. So right now I'm the mayor-elect, and in a few weeks I will actually be the mayor.
Okay, congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
In fact, I have congratulations everyone here, right? We got a new mayor. You can see we will have a better future with Mayor Shelley Berkeley. Thank you for watching. 谢谢各位今天跟我们一起来看看市长对我们未来的所有的规划。那我们是赌城天天报为您做的人物专访。我们赌城天天报是一个独立经营的媒体，所以除了广告以外，我们还要经营很多的自媒体。 如果您有广告，不要忘了我们也欢迎您随时能够给我们赞助肯定。那我们的节目先进行到这边，我们也欢迎您有任何的意见，随时向我们反映。我是主持人王建平，我们下次再见。